Welcome to this series where we are playing the 1.10 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival. And I'm starting on my capital vessel, and if I come up and just get into the cockpit, you will see that we are next to a red sun. And the reason we're here is that this is a safe location to start in the next part of our adventure, is probably the best way to describe it, because in the last part we completed all the missions. So effectively now we've reached the point in the game where it can be a bit of a dilemma for new players and also experienced players, is what do you do next? And that is a very open-ended question, really, because you can see at the moment we are here. If I zoom out back completely, zoom back, I can't never remember the controls to zoom back. You'll see that we're actually at the moment inside of Xerac space. And what you can see here is all these globes which represent all the different territories. Now, I'm going to be completely upfront. I'm not an expert on territories. I think the one right in the background, it can get a little bit kind of icky. I think the one right over there is legacy space, so that might be a good place to go. And then, of course, we've got Krill space here. I think that one there is colonist space. That is Polaris space. I'm not exactly sure what's behind us there. Now, it's worth noting about this legend here is the fact that I don't think it's completely up to date, because I'm pretty sure in a recent update there's been things like the Brotherhood of Car, I think it's called Car, added. So there's various other small ones, and if you kind of look round, you can see other little circles in the background. So really now we're left to our own devices. And what I think I want to do is possibly move out of Xerac space, possibly in the try and move in the direction of what we call it, the legacy space. I mean, it'd be interesting to check out the legacy. I mean, it'd be very quite interesting to check out the legacy system, but the problem is whether that's going to be time. We could take a little bit of a squint into the Krill system, but of course the problem is we're not really fully equipped at the moment to deal. I mean, we got this down here, so maybe we need to go down a little bit. Let's just choose a system. So I'm just going to zoom in. The moment we're there. I think what we'll do is, that's our original path. I think Elion is over there, isn't it? Let's just see if I can find Elion, because that would be the path out of the system. Let's just see if we can find it. The problem is always just picking your path, because we got this system here. I think we'll go there, and then we'll move back out into ordinary space for a little while, and then just do a bit of general exploration. And then what we can do then is move on, because as I say, at the moment now the game is very open-ended. There's lots of things. It all depends on what you want to do. Is whether you want to do a trading game or a raiding game, or just check out new POIs. Personally, I would like to try and find some new POIs, but it can be a little bit of a long task, because of course space is big, and this is always the dilemma with space games, is the fact that, so we got to another red system. What we got here, let's have a look and see what we got in this area. If we got anything that's potential interest that's got nice moons. Not really. There's moon sector undiscovered. Got a little planet just there. I mean, we do need some Estrum and Sarcosium. Maybe we'll go and look at this planet here. Whoops. this is an information thing on respect to the galactic map. I think we'll go to Adgor for the purposes of this video. But before we go, I just want to talk about one other thing. That is, we're still churning out the carrier. Still got 7 hours 55 to go, so it's got quite a reasonable amount of gameplay. I mean, I could try and sleep through the night. The trouble is, to do that, we're going to have to use a lot of energy. And if I'm going to use energy, I'd rather use the energy to just explore the galaxy, not rather than sleep. So we're going to come down here. We're going to pick up speed. And then we're just going to go here. And we'll see what... Well, it's obviously we are still in Xerax space. This is silicon, magnesium, germanium. I think what we'll do is we'll just head for the planet, see what mischief we can get into, because one thing I do need to consider that is if we're going to be operating on planets to take down POIs, what we're going to need to do is consider getting a hover tank, because once hover tanks weren't particularly that useful for attacking POIs, but they've changed substantially now. And in many ways, a strong hover tank is probably one of the better ways to attack POIs. But I think we'll go down on this planet and have a look round and see what we can find. And then we'll take it from there. I mean, there's part of me that would like to possibly not so much spend a lot of time bashing the Xerax, but actually possibly putting down on some neutral type planets and look at some of the older POIs that might have been updated or changed, such as the abandoned mine and all that. It looks like we've possibly got drones knocking around here, but they shouldn't be any real problem. Got a defense satellite there. Haha. Yeah, I think we got a couple of drones knocking in, causing us a bit of a problem. So we can come down here and see what's actually down on the planet. Hopefully we won't hit a major frigate or something like that, because really what we need is a bit of an upgrade for this ship to make it more of a combat ship. And again, this is something that you do need to consider when you are starting to just freebase and explore the galaxy and not follow the main mission. What you might need is a ship that can actually take on some of this area. Okay, we got some drones in here. Lots of resources. Something over there. Let's see what we got here. Got 15 Esterum. Gold, platinum, cobalt. I mean, we've got a reasonable collection of stuff here. So what we'll do is we'll just have a bit of a fly round. So I wouldn't mind picking up some Esterum. The trouble is I don't have a lot in the way of storage. That's why we really need the carrier. So we've got a minigun drone there, but we can always dispatch him. A crash transport rear here. Obviously we can expand ammunition quickly. We should be able to loot that drone from here. Yes. Some ammunition, some other bits and pieces. Kind of interested in that. There's crash transport rear. Let's have a look round. Just have a quick look at it. Seem to be shooting a lot of other creatures. Right, there's something 365 in this direction. Let's go and see what we can find in the way of Xerax bases. If there's anything that's going to be worth taking down. Or expanding the ammunition to take down. And of course the other consideration is whether we're going to lose the ship. I think this is just go to green. I think this is just going to be a defense tower. Got Sarkozy. Yeah, it's just the Sarkozy pull back. I don't think the ship at the moment is. There's a large promethium deposit there. Bases. Get back on bases. Sun's coming up. Yeah, I don't think this is much of a... Can always be a bit of a mystery why the game doesn't... We might have destroyed the final turret on this base. And thrusters off. Can you stop, please? I think I heard something. Something was still firing at me. Right, we got... Right, I think we got all the turrets. So this is a relatively minor base. I think we've taken this down, one of these down before. Just go have a look, see. Entrance. Not allowed. Well, we're going to just knock on the door. You can see in here is just the core. Yeah, and you can see it's all relatively low level loot. Go in here. Probably go over here. Take the fuel. 103. Okay, looks don't have an EVA boost on, do I? Okay, we're gonna have to get back to the ship. Pretty smartish. Okay, let's get back into the ship. Because this moon is, wow, this place is really cold. Bit of a mistake, but we're okay. We should warm up quite quickly. And we're just, yeah, we're back in business. We'll just put EVA boost on. And we'll just eat some food. Just put that in there. Burger. Then we just go back and explore the base. There we got full protection now. Oops, don't want that. Wyatt. Don't think we can get any higher, but what we can do is come out here. But it's a salvage. Get rid of that cargo box. It's not worth the effort. Because if we go up here, there they are. Take that. And that. Then the rest is just blocks and other bits and pieces. We've got that. I suppose we could take out some of this stuff for the computers and electronics. And that's about it for a defense thingy bob. Okay, so not a really big problem. Obviously, if you were on the ground. Actually, while I'm walking back to the ship, if any of you guys got any suggestion for a hover tank, feel free to chuck it in the comments. Bear in mind that it's going to have to be relatively small to fit into the cargo hold of this ship, unless of course we rebuild this ship a bit. And just to show you the space that we got available, so we've got this amount of space. The restricting factor is the actual cargo door, though we could make it bigger if necessary. But so really what we're looking for is a hover tank, a small, fairly narrow hover tank, which can get into here, which we can then use to attack POIs, because that's the component that's actually missing. Because if you're going to go out and explore the galaxy, you want a number of different types of ship to kind of support that process. Anyway, we're just going to get back into here. There we got Prometheum, rush transport rear. Not really seeing anything here. There's the drone base, just over there, 4 kilometers away. When there's some nice resources on this planet, I think maybe we'll go south a bit and see what's down this way. I mean, it could be all just defense towers. This is the random nature of the game, because there's no way I could say, well, we'll go to this planet and you'll find a really cool looking POI, because the parts of space are randomly generated once you get away from the main mission. So because I would find a POI in on that planet may not necessarily justify. Got some large minigun drones here. Guarding resources, the Cosium. There's another defense tower there. It's not really worth the effort. There's some platinum there. Do some trading. I think what we're going to do is I don't want to spend too long on this planet, because what I'm doing at the moment is just kind of showing the options and just wandering around, because of course we need to pass the time to be able to get the carrier. So what we'll do, I think I've got plenty of what we call it. I don't think there's anything else in this system that's, no. But I think what we'll do is we'll keep kind of moving out. There's an M-class planet there. That's outside. So I think what we'll do is we'll get out of Xerox space for the moment. And then we'll just look at what the options are for planets that are not in an aligned space. Because ideally what I'd like to do is find, well, you know, an abandoned mine or abandoned reactor, just to see whether they've been updated. Because of course we didn't see those in the main mission. Okay, so we're now here. Where else? Let's see what we got here. Okay, looks like we got a few more options now. Got a snow planet there. Got a nascent moon there with a few resources on. We've got a snow planet there, so we're in a bit of a cold system. Actually, quite like the look of this. There's multiple aircraft turrets detected, but we got some Zirconium in here. So I think we'll go to FVAG3, wherever it is, and just check this out as well. And of course, because we're coming into this system, we should have a bit more variety with respect to potential hostiles. Wow, this is a nice collection of asteroids in this system. We got the moon over there. And I think this is a fairly good example of a planet that you can stop off if you want to resupply without getting into an all-out battle and possibly running the risk of being attacked too much, because there's a chance that these red dots around us might be a bit neutral. It'd be nice. Is there any chance of a trading station here? No. I wouldn't mind a trading station so that we can see it. Anyway, so I think we'll head for the actual planet first so that we can take a look at what's actually here. So here we are. We're just breaking through the atmosphere. Lots of resources. I'm not seeing anything. Pretty fairly big planet. I'm not seeing anything in the way of bases. Just lots and lots of resources, which is let's see what we got actually. We got 19 Estrum, 26 Arcosium, Methium, gold. Actually, I've just had a little bit of thought, because what we could do is actually get a bit more of a combat SV. I think what we'll do is we'll find a place to put the capital vessel down, because this isn't going to be an excessively hostile planet. We can find a nice bit of a flat area here. I think this will do. So we're just, because sometimes when you're exploring a large planet, it actually pays just to change to the SV. So we'll just come in here. Actually, Go and look in the workshop. Library. SV. The MRX contains a forbidden block. Right, that's because it's probably not compatible with the base game. Right, we could unlock this. It's the MRX 5.3 GPU extended thruster. What I'm thinking is that if I can get this in, then we're going to have to look at some small vessel tech. Okay, what we're looking for. The reason I'm doing this is I think I can put some drills on here which will make the mining a little bit quicker. So what do we want? Fuel tank, GPU extended tier 2, thruster jet S1, pentaxid tank, short range warp drive. This one is for I actually quite like this one actually. This is a 12. I think this one's got the potential for a shielding. So let's just see if we can unlock the text for this. We're certainly going to need to unlock that. Pentax, fuel tank, pentaxid tank. I think it's the get back to here. Oh, this has got a short range warp drive on it as well. That contains a forbidden block. This has got an armored cockpit on it as well. Let's see, I can't remember which one is which. I think what I'll do is I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make a decision in this video. What I'll do is I'll go and take a look at these in the creative mode and see which one's the better of the two. And then what we'll do is bring in the relevant one. I think it'll most likely be this one. And bring in that one because that's a 12, that's a 10. And then bring in one of this so that we can actually do a bit of an assault run. And I've forgotten what I was doing now. What was I going to? Oh yeah, we're going to go and explore using the small ship. So we'll just get up here. Just haven't used it for a little while, so let's get in. See what we got in the way of resources. Power on. Got fuel, full fuel. We've got no shielding anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. How much ammo we got? 1,300 and 750. Oops, well, I can get rid of this stuff. Shove it all in here. See, because we got rail guns here as well for an SV. If I get that MX ship, like those rail guns, I can use to be able to on the SV. Because this ship doesn't really have them. Then again, what is the CPU on this? Let's see. Yeah, we'd have to take it to a tier 2. Could do. Just have a look. Sorry about the indecision. I'm just trying to think. We see this ship is only meant to be a light scout. It doesn't really have the gun positions for taking like rail guns or missile launchers. Could put missile launchers on the outside here, but I'm not convinced. No, I think we'll keep this as a light scout. Back to okay, back to here. Silver shade. We need some stuff for mining, just in case we find any shove that in there. Personal ammo. Take that along with us. We've got ammunition. The only thing we're probably going to need is a little bit of food in here as well. 15 of those. 4 of those. Maybe trauma kits as well, just in case. You never know with this game. Oops. So the nice thing with respect to using this ship is the fact that you can't see anything. Yeah, I think we're slightly northwest. Go this way. So the good thing with this ship is that you can get in a lot closer to the ground like this. You can actually see what's going on. This is one of the reasons why I like this, having these light reconnaissance SVs. They're ideal for checking out planets. Plus they're fairly fuel efficient as well. So it means that you can kind of get round and explore, especially once you're no longer following kind of markers to missions. So we're just gonna come here and just see what we can find. Large copper deposit, thank you game. A little bit of pentaxid there. Again, it's the type of thing you, because you've got the small light ship, you can drop down very quickly like this, and where the capital vessel is thing. Let me just see if we pick up the container control. We'll just put that there. We don't really need the blaster. We're not taking on the world. Put that there. Yeah, it's a bit of Neo here. Radiation's quite strong as well, but as I say, you can just drop down and do this. Another one just over there. Pick up this. And off we go. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly around and see if we can find anything of interest, and I'll be right back when I find it. Okay, welcome back. I've just come down round through here, and I found a gold deposit. It's a medium gold deposit, and while I don't really need gold, I'm a little bit curious about how much gold is actually in a medium gold deposit. An overseer there as well, hidden. So what I'm going to do is go and get the overseer as well. First way, this overseer is the first sign of life we've found so far on this planet, so we'll just go down and pick him up. But I am very curious about how much we get from him. A bit of promethium, a bit of meat. I am curious about whether my ship gone. The gold was up here. There's 41, 52. Almost it's saying that gold is just there. Right, we're just gonna. What I'm gonna do is we're just gonna dig down and see if we can find gold. Look on to there. So this is more of a curiosity exercise. Of course, I don't have the scanner with me. Okay, so this isn't going to be a useful exercise because I need the ore scanner to find the gold. Because it's, I mean, you can do it this way, but you can't guarantee to get all the gold because you're not guided to where the deposits are. It's a bit of unfortunate, but you can pick up some gold like this. Well, we're doing quite well. So I should have brought the ore scanner with me, but... And of course, because it's the nodules that need the scanner, it won't tell you whether you've got 100% or not. Okay, so much for that idea. Let's just see how much we got so far. We got 197 gold ore. Not bad actually. Oops. Don't think I can make a. No, I can't make an actual general scanner. So, oh well. Lesson learned. I should have brought the scanner with me. Although I wasn't expecting to do too much mining. Right, there's resources over there. There's resources there. Right, so what I'm going to do again is I'm just going to carry on flying over just to see what we can actually find. Okay, welcome back. I've found a whole cluster of resources in this area. We found a small estrum deposit here, which I'm very tempted to mine out because the missiles used on the capital vessel need estrum, because that's going to be quite a deep. Oh no, we can go down. Again, this is another advantage of using the SV. Obviously, the overseers lurk down inside of here as well. We're just going to pick up some more. Pull back. The estrum's in here somewhere. Just need to reorientate the ship in the canyon. I did fly down in this canyon game. There it is, just there. So we're aloft above it. Like the estrum's going to be pretty deep, so this could be fun. Let's turn that off, put that in there. Of course, another advantage of the ME ships is the fact that the ME ships actually have an enclosed cockpit for very hostile planets, which can be useful as well. Because if you're going down on lava planets or very extreme planets, being able to mine from inside the ship, and then being able to mine from inside of an SV can make quite a big difference. Anyway, I'm just going to mine out this estrum just to see how much of this is here, because I think it'd be quite useful to be able to have it. I'm just going to grab this. It's telling me I'm getting too hot. The temperature's gone through the roof. Again, this is an example of what can happen because the temperatures on this planet are a little bit extreme. Let's see if we can get down here. I'm just going to jump out very quickly again and see if we can grab some more of this estrum. I mean, I don't have to mine it all out to the absolute limit, but I'd like to get enough to be going on with. Okay, inventory's full. Oops, no. Okay, the ship's full. Get rid of the rock. Get that there. See, there's another little bit. Getting cooked again. Just dive down. I've mined it, so okay, can't pick it up. Okay, let's get back in the ship. We get completely cooked. Right, the ship's now full up. So what we're got to do is make our way back to. Luckily, we're not that far away. For some reason, I've lost the. Right, we're only 3 kilometers away from the ship, so that's pretty close. Oops. Another gold deposit there. You make a fair amount of money just by mining the gold, but unfortunately gold isn't that valuable compared to other options. So here we are, we're back at the ship. While I was flying back, something occurred to me. Something I've never done before, but I think I want to give it a try. Especially I was considering the fact we're on a planet with lots and lots of promethium. So we're going to come here, turn the power off, and we'll just empty the fridge. The rest can just stay in here. Just pull the meat out there. Food and mince. I'm just trying to think if there's a way I can speed up getting to the carrier. So if I come down to here, and then if we what do we want? Turn off the shield. Get everything else is powered down. Go to here. And see. Turn off the constructors. How many constructors have I got on the ship? I think I've only got the one, haven't I? Turn off. Whoops. Get rid of that. I'm gonna turn off the lights. I know that our plants aren't going to grow. And let's see how much fuel we've got. See how much fuel we got. I'm gonna up the fuel. Main storage. We've got 99% fuel. Put the torch on so we can see. And what I'm going to do is see if we can sleep through. Not sure we slept 8 hours, but let's see how much the. We're down to 5 hours 45. What we really need to do is find the night cycle. The sunrise in 2 hours. We do it again very quickly. How are we now? 4 hours 25. How much fuel have I consumed? Not that much. It's at nearly about 20%, which is, so maybe that is the way to kind of push everything forward a little bit, is to actually do some of that. It's back on again. Anyway, guys, I think that this, anyway, I've got no idea how long this video will be, because obviously a lot of it will be chopped out due to the fact that I'll just be wandering around the planet. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do is spend a little bit of time exploring the planet off camera, go back and get some gold, possibly see if we can pick up some more of the promethium so that we can start making some more fuel cells. And what I'll do is keep trying to use up time, sleep through the night, just to see if we can get to the point in the next part where we can actually bring the carrier in, because I think this would be quite a nice little safe system to actually bring the carrier in, because of course we're going to have to spawn it in space to be completely practical. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.